And here we go.
I hope you got your shitting pants on.
Because you are about to shit your pants.
All right, everybody, welcome to The Big Picture. I am Michael Sargent, and today I'm going to tell you what's up. All right, let me get this adjusted up here just a little bit so we don't have this all fucked up. All right, first thing I want to touch, I'm going to touch on is the mere fact that I have said it a million times in the past. I go in to a Tim Hortons and get a cup of coffee, and it's like 1 in every 5 cups of coffee, they fuck it up. You people need to understand, okay, what is meant by, let's just say, for example, a medium coffee, double, a large coffee, double cream, triple sugar, a black coffee with a touch of Splenda. They don't get it. You know what? This is why I get pissed off at Tim Hortons, because I get jacked. I'm still upset over the fact that they raised the price, 4 measly cents. Really, who does that besides gas companies? Anyway, have you seen the price of gas lately? Let's blame Trump for that, okay? Like we blame everything else. But anyway, what I'm saying is, the fact that you go to a Tim Hortons and order a cup of coffee and they fuck it up, I have a real problem with that. You fucking people are losers. And that's not to say that they're all losers, okay? That's not the case. But the thing is, you've heard it all before, that I hate jelly donuts, and I don't order jelly donuts when I go to Tim Hortons. I don't order any donuts because donuts aren't good for you, but I hate jelly donuts.
A jelly donut?
That's right, sir. I jelly donut. I do not like jelly donuts. I never really have, but I tell you what I do like. I do like, breakfast sandwiches. They're good, and the only time I ever get one is because I'm hungry.
Because you were hungry.
Yeah, and that's usually not often because I have a hard time eating anything first thing in the morning. Well, at least that's kind of, the way I look at it. But I'll tell you, the other morning I ordered my coffee, and because, I'm in a vehicle, I usually don't start to drink it until I get to work. And just look at it like this. You people, at the Tim Hortons,
You people!
You guys, I don't understand what happens here. I get to work, I open it up, okay? I go to take that first sip, and all I'm thinking is, Jesus Christ.
Jesus H. Christ.
It's like, what don't they understand about making this coffee? It's not that hard, and I've ranted about this before, but I don't know. I'm amazed at the fact that this is what happens. They're not getting the proper motivation, I guess, to do the job and do it right, and it's one person in particular.
You people have not given the proper motivation.
It's tough for me. I'm paying $2.04. And what do I get? I get a fucked up cup of coffee. So, just think about it like this. Here I am with my coffee, all right? You've all been there. You all know what I'm talking about. And then you go to take a sip of it, and it's not the way you like it, all all right, and you realize that you just got jacked $2.04 for a large coffee, and all you can think of as soon as you take a taste of it is, what the fuck is this?
What the fuck is that?
It's maddening. It's maddening. And I guess all I can really look at anymore is, I don't want to say you get what you pay for, because you're not getting what you pay for, and I paid for a cup of coffee made the way I like it, and I'm not getting it. So you people at Tim Hortons, here is my salute to you this week. And I could have really taken it another level, and in the undertone of things, I could have, if I really wanted to, been dedicating an entire song to this segment, because I am pissed off over the fact that I got a bad cup of coffee, and maybe I should have done this. Maybe this is what I should have started to do right off the bat, so everybody would know where I was going with this. This bullshit with not making the coffee right, I have a major, major problem with this. It pisses me off, and I shouldn't have to tolerate it at my age, because I am getting old and crabby. I had enough of that crap. So, I go in there the next day, and it's like, I go to get my coffee, and all I can really do, is look at the person that made my coffee the day before, and I says, hey, you screwed up my coffee yesterday. And I wasn't happy about it. I was really quite pissed off about it. And I don't want to be a jerk, but if you don't understand what I'm saying when I order my coffee, would you please just say, can you repeat that, please? It'd be so much easier. Now I got to come in here like Bugs frickin' Bunny and stand there at the counter and look at you guys and say, what's up, Doc?
What's up, Doc?
And that's not good. So, I just, it's like, come on, brother. Get this going, and I just don't have time for this.
Ain't nobody got time for that.
Yeah, nobody's got time for that, especially when they make a bad cup of coffee. It really does. I mean, here we go again, right into the old pit of misery. If you don't have your coffee in the morning and you don't get your day off, started off right, you go right to the pit of misery.
The pit of misery.
And there is no dilly-dilly.
Dilly-dilly.
So it's only D-to-D. And that's all I'm saying. So when I walk in there now and I see this person, and I think to myself, you dirty bastard, I can't believe that you messed up my coffee again.
Now you see that stand out? Now that is a dirty little bastard.
So, and then I'm sure they're looking at me and they're thinking, oh my God, this guy's a fire.
But oh Lord Jesus, it's a fire.
That would be my guess. But anyway, Tim Hortons people, this is what I have for you. You guys, not all of you guys, but most of you guys are losers. And you can take that to the bank, brother. So, anyway, there's something else I want to talk to everybody about, and this is photography related. And this is something that really annoys the hell out of me. Now, imagine, like this last Saturday, I shot a wedding, and, I really did some pretty cool things for people. With this wedding, created a couple of composite images for them that really turned out quite well. I was quite proud of myself. But then again, you can look at your own photos and think, wow, that's a great shot. That's a great shot. And then, a few days later, a few weeks later, you look at it again and you think, geez, I probably could have done this a little better, made this a little more interesting. But anyway, here's what I want to talk to you guys all about is photography. Now, for months, I have been getting emails from a company that is based in, they refer to it as based in India, as far as I'm concerned. And, I guess they're in Bangladesh, Pakistan, and all over the world. And the company's name is Clipping Path. Okay? So what keeps happening is I get these emails for business proposals, and what they basically do is they're an editing company. They're the big, they claim to be the, exclusive, biggest image editing and graphic design company all over Asia. Okay? So here they go, with 7 years of experience and 5,000 happy clients worldwide. Okay? Listen, first thing I'm going to point out to you, 5,000 happy clients worldwide over the course of 7 years is not necessarily what I call a success story, considering you got Fatty McDonald's that serves billions of people, a year, allegedly. But anyway, what I'm saying is, I get these emails from these people, and it really gets under my skin because I have asked them several times now to take me off their email list, and they flat out don't do it. I edit my own photos. If I were so busy that I decided to go with an outside service, based on the work that I see, just looking at their website, there is absolutely no fucking way I'm going to exclusively have this company do my image editing for me. And the reason why is because you don't see the vision that I would see when I'm trying to edit. Now, clipping path. The way I was always kind of, looked at things or with clipping paths is clipping masks. And that's where you remove a background out of a photograph and put something else in. And that's kind of what I see these people do. Now, with today's products, you can easily do this yourself. But with them, it's they claim that they're the best and the cheapest price. They do background remove, Photoshop masking, color correction services, image shadowing services, photo retouching, deep etching, service, nick joint service, vector service, logo design, all this crap, that they supposedly do. And all I'm going to say is any photographer that does not know how to do their own editing should not have a camera. They shouldn't be advertising themselves as a professional photographer. Now, don't get me wrong. If you want to go out there with a camera and take pictures and then turn over a memory card to somebody unedited and put your, not your best work out there, okay, that's fine. You do that. Let me know how business is in a while, because you won't have business. But I am extremely annoyed with this clipping path, because no matter how many times I've told them that I am not interested in their services and please remove me from future correspondence, they do not do it. Okay? So let me give it to you straight. The email that I first got, again, which I should say is about the 500th time, was, "Dear Sir, Madam, we are image editing company having 50 plus professional who are expert in image editing. Our service profile covers the following of each is given alongside our services: clipping path, multiple clipping path, image background removal services, image shadow services, drop shadow reflection service, image masking, image retouching, image manipulation, color correction, raster to vector conversion, deep etching, and much, much more." Okay? So, you can start a free trial with them if you want to, which I don't, because I never wanted the fucking email in the first place. And then we have, considering our infrastructure / resources available, we can cater to any voluminous job requirement within the shortest possible time frame. We hope our service, range, and facilities will be of interest to you, and we look forward to your valued inquiry to enable us to respond to your specific requirement in order to get your valued order for rendering our professional services, which this is not making any sense. Thank you, and waiting for your response and your valued order. If you have any questions in mind, please contact us, and we will be happy to reply to the same to enable us to serve you better. If you are interested, so please send us some sample images on the email. Looking forward to your kind response. And it's best regards, Clipping Path exclusive, okay, with the website underneath. Now, you got to understand something here, people. I have received, I don't know how many emails from these people, and I've asked them on multiple occasions to remove my email from their address. They flat out refuse. So I finally got up the gumption that I'm going to respond to these people. And my response, after you're annoyed for so long, what do you usually say to people after they annoy the living shit out of you? And you don't want to be bothered anymore. That's right, ladies and gentlemen. I responded with a very derogatory email using one colorful metaphor in my statement and an off button. Okay? So, I'll just tell you exactly what I said. I responded with, fuck off. And their response to me was, it's okay. It's okay. I see. So I'm sitting here thinking about this at this point, and I'm like, you people don't get it, do you? You just don't get it. What part of fuck off do you not understand? And the email actually came back in, and it was, hi, sorry I don't understand your message. Please reply again easily. Easily? Well, I've tried to be easily before, and that got me nowhere. It got me nowhere with you people because you are still sending me emails asking, and I responded with, his response, now mine, taking mine, it's okay. I responded with, no, it's not. I have asked to be removed several times, and to date, I continue to receive this garbage. Moving forward, I will not call Clipping Path, or I will call out Clipping Path on my podcast broadcast. And now that I have their client list, I'm also sending their clients emails regarding this whole issue. I am tired of this with you people. You just don't seem to understand no. So now it's fuck off. Okay? That's how it rolls with me. Now, am I an asshole about it? Sure. But I'm going to lay it out to you this way. I get these all the time. And I know I'm a photographer. But isn't there something called unsolicited email? I'll tell you how I know they're trolling. They found my website and began to look at my website, and that's where they got the email address, because I have a specific tag that I use on my email address through my website, and it comes in that way. And I know where they got the email address from. Long story short, your services are unsolicited. Therefore, they are known as spam. Okay? Spam. Do we all know what spam is? Okay, it's not the shit that comes in a can that you fry up sometimes or make a sandwich out of. That's not it at all. Okay? Spam is crap email that you get sent to you that you just don't want. And you bitches don't seem to understand that you're literally driving me fucking crazy with your solicitation emails.
That guy's driving me crazy.
It's like at least 3 or 4 times a week. And just a bunch of jackasses.
Jackass!
So, when I think about all this, I lose my mind, and it's like, I'm an alligator now. I'm in the water and I'm seeing prey. and I'm calling out Clipping Path right now. It's like my medulla oblongata is all
Medulla oblongata.
yeah, exactly. My medulla oblongata is all messed up, and it's crazy. It's crazy. So Clipping Path, I don't care if you're doing your services for free. As far as I'm concerned, I never asked for your solicitations. I don't want your solicitations. And no matter what you want to charge me for doing an edited photo, which I would never ask you to do, the price is wrong.
The price is wrong, bitch.
Exactly. So I will say it one more time. I don't want your emails, bitch.
Bitch.
Okay? And that's enough. That's enough. I am going to take a little break. I got to talk to my mama and find out what my mama has to say about all this.
All right. Let's hear what Mama has to say on the subject.
Yeah, I think it's Mom. So, okay. Anyway, let's take a little break here, and let's see what we can come up with for our close this week, because right now I am like spent on just talking about this stupid Clipping Path thing. If you're a photographer and you have the same problem, I want to hear from you. Well, at least that's what I'm saying.
I'm sick and tired of everybody thinking they know what's best for me, and maybe God wanted me to be nothing special. I'm past the point of breaking, and I'm not sure if I'm gonna make it. I'll keep this gift from breaking as long as you won't let.
All right, we're back. Okay, let me kind of get into the closeout of this show. So I mentioned that I did a wedding over the weekend, and I kind of created a couple of really special photos for these people. First off, I mean, very nice couple, and my pleasure was being able to serve them and provide them with some really cool images, and they were, actually the groom called me today because he got online and started looking at them, and he told me, he said some of these are just amazing. He says, I can't believe this, and I was like, okay, calm down, collect your thoughts, and we'll talk about this. We'll talk about this at another time. I'm really glad you're happy and excited to see what we were able to do, and it was pretty cool. So, something else I want to talk about. Anybody who's really serious about photography, they are well aware of who F-Stoppers are. And F-Stoppers has a shit ton of tutorials online. And right now, they have every single F-Stoppers tutorial is currently on sale. And you can learn photography from world-renowned instructors like my man, Peter Hurley, Mike Kelly, Aaliyah Locardi, Clay Cook, Dylan Patrick, Monte Assam, Brian Rogers Jr., and Joey Wright. All you got to do is go to F-Stoppers and use the code, all caps, SPRING, FS at checkout, and receive the discount anytime between now and May 21st, 2018. If you want to see the full list of discounts, just simply visit the F-Stoppers store. Okay? There's a little food for thought for you. F-Stoppers. They're pretty freaking cool. Okay? Let's see. There was something else that I wanted to touch on with photography this week, and my age is starting to show here because I'm getting old and I don't think real well anymore. Well, allegedly. A lot of times it's just there's so many topics that I would like to discuss that I just really can't fit it all into, one show. So, let me see. I'm looking through my notes here to see what I can actually, find. I did want to touch base on this article I read, and it talks about the 9 tips on psychology of photo sales. Look, all I'm going to tell you, if you want to know the psychology of it, photo sales comes from you taking a great photograph. If you take a great photograph, the photo will sell itself. If you have to sell the photograph to somebody, talk them into buying it, well, you've got to ask yourself, was it really that great of a photo in the first place? It kind of makes you wonder. It's a little messed up. But anyway, there was a couple other things that, I had noticed this week, and I'm watching a couple of stories with photography and what's starting to develop in the world of photography hacks. How many people are really familiar with some of the major photography hacks? One of the things that I can tell you is one of the tricks that I learned several years ago was backlighting and side lighting, and how to control, well, let's put it this way, how to keep your subjects lit up even if the background starts to blow out, which it's never really a good thing, but there are ways that you can control that, through exposure locks and things like that, or filters. Those are always kind of cool. So I want to give you some hacks. First thing is, making custom bouquet shapes. All right. Of course you need a camera and a lens with a large aperture or small f-stop. If you've been paying attention, you'll know exactly what that is. And a little bit of knowledge about bouquet photography or bokeh photography. Here's what you need. You need a piece of black paper, a pencil, a pair of scissors, duct tape, craft knife to make different shapes, and also put on some Christmas lights as if it was that time of year. Okay? So you make a round tube that fits nicely onto your lens and connect it to the lens. On the other end of the tube, attach your cut paper as shown, okay, which you can't really see it, but, you attach your cut paper onto the end of your cap, and, you have the shapes cut into them. So when you use a low aperture setting for bokeh and shoot in manual focus mode towards your light source through the cutout holes and shapes, you will basically need to adjust the focus ring to get the desired bokeh effect and shapes. So what's cool is if you do it correctly, okay, you can, take like several images, of this and then kind of stack them. And all of a sudden it turns out really cool. Another really cool photo hack that you can do, you can make your photos hazy with a sandwich bag. And really all you do is take a plastic sandwich bag and put it over the top of your lens, and it will create an effect when your subject is properly lit that gives it a very nice, soft, hazy look. It's cool. It's very cool. Those are just a couple of things that you can try. Now, I don't do a lot of that stuff, but anyway, we'll continue this next week. I want to thank everybody for listening to The Big Picture. Yeah, sorry I bitched the first 5 minutes about Tim Hortons and their, crap coffee. Or I shouldn't say their crap coffee. I should say the crap cup of coffee they gave me. But anyway, I am out of here. You all take care. I will see you next week. Bye.
Like the crack of the whip, I snap attack, front to back, in this thing called rap. Nigga like a shovel, rhyme double on a heavenly level. Bang the bass, turn up the treble. Radical mind, day and night all the time. 714, wise, divine, maniac, radiac, winning the game. I'm the lyrical Jesse James. Quality, I possess, some say I'm fresh when my voice goes through the mesh of the microphone that I am holding. Copywritten lyrics so they can't be stolen if they all snap. Don't need the police to try to say them, your voice will sing. So please, stay off my back or I will attack, and you don't want that.